Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I'm going to answer one of the Java interview questions. That is, write a Java program to check whether the regular expressions are matching with the given string input text. So let me answer this question with practical demonstration. There are multiple ways of checking whether the given regular expression is matching with the inputted string text or not. Okay. Simplest way I'm going to show you. For that, I'll switch to Eclipse IDE. I'm going to show you three ways of checking whether the regular expression is matching with the given string text. Okay. First way, that is I'll say regex. Okay, regex means regular expressions, string matching demo. Okay, with main method I'll create. Inside the main method, I'll increase the font of this so that you guys can see the font in a proper way. Just increase the font. Hope you are able to see this. Now I'll collect the string input text from the user. Scanner is equal to new scanner. Okay, and here I'll say Control Shift O. The scanner class will be imported from java.util package. In the constructor, I'm going to type system.in, and after that, using the object reference, I would like to collect the input from the user. Next line, okay, string input, whatever the text the user enters, right, that will be during the running of this program. Okay, whatever the input the user enters, right, while the program is getting executed, that will be collected by this next line in the string format. Okay, like this I'll write string input is equal to scanner dot next line. Here I'll write down system.out.println to guide the user. I'll just write this code here. That is, enter any string text. Okay, and also I would like to collect the regular expression also from the same user itself. Okay, I would like to collect the string input from the user and also the regular expression also from the same user. System.out.println enter any regular expression, and that regular expression also I'll collect here using scanner dot next line method. Okay, so here I'll get string regex. Okay, regex input, string text input here, string text input and regex input. Okay, two things we got. Now we need to check whether this particular regular expression is matching with this given string text or not. For that to happen, we can take the object reference of the string class. In the first way, guys, we can take the object reference of the string class. This is string input, str.input dot. I have to call a method known as matches method. In the matches method, whatever the user input given regular expression, right, I'll provide that here. Okay. So this particular regular expression is matching the given string text, yes or no, is something that matches will decide. Okay. If they are matching, matches will return a Boolean value. Okay. Boolean B. Okay. I'll just print out this. If it is matching, then when I print B, true will be printed in the output. Okay. So here I'll close the scanner object just as part of a best practice. Okay. Once the task is done with the scanner object, you have to close it. Now run the script and see whether true is printing. If otherwise, you can also write like this: if B. Okay. System.out.println regular expression is matching with string text. Okay. Else I'll write down regular expression not matching with string text. Okay, either matching or not matching. Okay, like this I'll write the code. I'll run the code here, right click, run as Java application. So during the execution of this program, the user will be asked to enter some text, guys. Okay, I'll enter the text as my name is Arun Moturi. Okay, this particular text I'll give, and press enter. It will ask for the regular expression. This time when it asks for the regular expression, I'll give dot asterisk Arun dot asterisk. This is one of the regular expression. So before the Arun, any text can be there, and after the Arun, any text can be there. Okay, this is one example of the regular expression. Okay, so I'm here writing a program to see whether this particular regular expression is matching with the given string text or not. Press enter. You say regular expression is matching with the given string text is coming. Okay, is matching with the given string text. What if I give a different regular expression? Here I'll say, again I have run the code and say my name is Arun Moturi. Press enter. Here I'll give the regular expression like this. Arun Moturi like this. Okay. Is this Arun Moturi regular expression matching with this my name is Arun Moturi? No. If you give Arun also, if you give simply Arun here, Arun is not matching with this regular expression, right? This particular Arun regular expression is not matching with the given string text. You will get an output saying a regular expression not matching with string text. Okay. Regular expression is not matching with the string text. So this program is working beautifully fine. So here the user is inputting the string text and also the user is inputting the regular expression, and we are checking whether that particular regular expression is matching with the inputted text. This is one way, guys. Okay, this is one way of checking. I'll just comment out this first way, and I'll go with the second way where I have to write pattern dot compile. I have to call a static predefined method of the pattern predefined class in Java known as compile. In that we have to pass the regular expression input the user is passing here, and hold the mouse and it will return the object of the pattern class itself. Pattern is equal to, okay, like this, and then using this pattern I'll say dot, okay, dot, there's a method known as matcher, pattern dot matcher of this string input. This particular string input, it is matching or not. This matcher method will return you an object of the matcher class. Matcher is equal to, okay. Now hold the mouse on this and import this matcher from java.util.regular expression package. Okay, then I have to use this object reference and say matcher.matches. This matches method will compare the regular expression, whether the given regular expression is matching with the string input, and will return either true or false. So here boolean b is equal to, this is second way, guys. Okay, the first way I clearly mentioned string input, object reference of the string class dot matches regular expression, that will do the job. Here other way is like writing these 3 lines, and here I have to write if b, same thing, system.out.println, same thing as regular expression is matching with the string text. Okay, with string text. Else I'll write down regular expression is not matching with the string text. Okay, system.out.println, paste it, regular expression not matching with string text. Okay, now run this code here. Again the same output we should get, guys. Okay, whether you are running this code or this code, the same thing. My name is Arun Moturi, and I'm giving a regular expression here saying dot asterisk, same regular expression dot asterisk. Okay, so there can be any text before the Arun and there can be any text after the Arun. Okay, that's what I'm writing. Regular expression is matching with the string text. What if I give something like this, right click, run as Java application, and again I'll give my name is Arun Moturi as a string text, and regular expression I'll give as simply Arun. So Arun is not exactly matching. This regular expression is not matching with my name is Arun Moturi. If I give complete my name is Arun Moturi, it will match. So it says not matching. So this particular logic is also working fine. I'm just taking a sample, guys. You have to have some knowledge of regular expressions. But here I'm focusing more on writing the logic for checking whether the given regular expression is matching with the given string text or not. Okay. What is third way? Third way is very simple, guys. Instead of writing pattern.compile, then pattern.matcher, then matcher.matches. Okay, directly write pattern.matches, guys. Okay, in this we have to pass 2 things. Okay, in this matches predefined static method of the pattern class, we have to pass 2 things. One is first one is the regular expression we have to pass. Okay, and second thing is a string input we have to pass here. This simple matches method of the static predefined method of the matcher class will return a boolean value. Okay, will return a boolean value write down here boolean b is equal to. Now here write down if b, you see it's kind of very simple, right? Okay, it's kind of very simple. Either you can use string input dot matches or pattern dot matches. Anything will work fine. That's okay. System dot out dot println. I'll write down here. I'll simply write down here. The regular expression is matching with the string text. Is matching with the string text. Else I'll write down system.out.println regular expression is not matching with the string text. Okay, to check whether this particular logic third variety or third way of checking whether the regular expression is matching with the string text or not. Okay, using the Java program, the third variety or third way, I'm going to demonstrate now. So run this program here. I'll just give my name is Arun Muturi. I'll give the regular expression as dot hashtag Arun, same regular expression I'm giving. Okay, some sample regular expression, and see regular expression is matching with string text is coming. And if I run this code and given a regular expression which doesn't match with the given string text, my name is Arun Moturi, and here I'll give simply Arun, it's not matching. You see, not matching with string text. Okay, so all the three logics are working fine, guys. Okay, any of these ways you can utilize or use for checking whether the regular expression is matching or not. Okay. So here is the main method, guys. Here is the main method code that you can take the main method code here, guys. Okay. So you can take a screenshot of this code and practice in your machine of different ways of checking whether the given regular expression is matching with the given string text or not. Okay. So hope guys you have taken the screenshot of this code and you will be practicing this particular code multiple ways. There may be other ways also. These are the major ways, guys. Okay. Try to practice all these major ways of checking whether the given regular expression is matching with the string text or not. So with practical demonstration, I've answered this question for you. So that's all for this session. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hello all. Welcome to this session. In this session, I'm going to answer one of the Java interview questions. That is, write a Java program to demonstrate executing a procedure using JDBC. Let me answer this question with practical demonstration. So first of all, we need to write the Java program to connect to the one of the database in one of the RDBMS software. Okay. For that to happen, first let me launch this XAMPP software that I have installed. I have already explained about this XAMPP software and how to run the MySQL DBMS in one of the previous interview questions answer. Once this MySQL has started, okay, once you click on the start button and once it is running at 3306 port number, okay, some port number here, as you can see, MySQL is running. Then what you have to do next is, after running that, go to the location, one of the location in your machine. That is nothing but the location where the XAMPP software installed folder. Okay, on installing the XAMPP software, this folder will be created in your machine, the C drive. Okay, and in that, go to this location, that is MySQL. In that MySQL, go to the bin folder. Okay, come to this location. If you have already installed XAMPP software in your machine, as I explained in one of the answers for the previous questions. Okay, so we can definitely find it out. Just type CMD here and the command prompt will open at this bin folder location of this MySQL. Okay, here I'll type MySQL -u root -p, just press enter. Then it will ask for the password. Enter the root as a password. Press enter because, okay, so I set the password, the root password for this MySQL in one of the previous questions answer, guys. That's the reason I'm giving the username as root and password as root. How to set the username and password, I have already explained in one of the previous interview questions answer, okay, in this series. Just if you follow in the order, then you can understand how to connect to the DBMS software. After that, I would like to see how many databases are there in this particular DBMS software, MySQL DBMS software, how many databases are there. For that, you run this command known as show databases. You see the list of databases. This is one of the databases that I have created in one of the previous interview questions answer. Okay, I want to use this database. I'll simply say use DB1. Okay, you see DB1. Okay, in this particular DBMS software, DB1 is the database that we are working. In that particular database, how many tables, existing tables are there? For that, you have to run this command show tables, press enter. You see only one table is there with the name employees. I'll simply write down select. Okay, I'll simply write down here select star from employees. The complete employees table with the records of the employees will be displayed, like name, location, experience, details of the employees will be displayed. Arun, Varun, Tarun, Kishore, okay, Praveen, Madhav, okay, like that. Many details are already there. Okay, this is the table. Now I need to create a procedure, guys. Okay, a predefined kind of query, you can say that you can store. Okay, stored procedure, you can say. Okay, instead of you can call that particular procedure whenever you want. Okay, a kind of you see, instead of customizing this select, you can customize this select star from employees kind of thing and store that as a procedure in your database. Okay, that's what I'm telling you about. That stored procedure, you can call it whenever you need. So in order to create the procedure, guys, we have to write this code. For example, before writing that, you have to write delimiter, double forward slash you type. Okay. After doing this, now create the procedure, guys. Okay. Create procedure name. Give any name, like for example, get location is the name of the procedure I want to create. Okay. Here input. Input means input. EMP. Input is employee name I would like to give. Okay, when I'm calling this particular store procedure, right, I'll not only call this procedure, but also I'll pass the employee name. Okay, EMP name. Okay, here name of the employee I'll pass, and at same time here we'll write varchar of 50. Okay, the type of this employee name is varchar of 50, and say OUT. OUT means output. When you call this stored procedure, what is the output that this stored procedure is giving when you are running a customized query under this procedure? Okay, out EMP location varchar of again 50. Okay, like this I'll write. And this is the name of the procedure, guys. Get location is the name of the procedure. It has an input parameter and output parameter also. Okay, then just press enter here. Say begin. Begin is a keyword you have to use, and beginning of the stored procedure. And here you have to write the customized query. For example, select. For example, what is the thing that you want to output? Employee location, right? Select location, this location of this particular data into EMP location output parameter. That is output parameter of this get location procedure. It looks like a method only, guys. Okay, select location into employee location. From which table? From employees table. From employees table where the name, okay, the name column, name is equal to this inputted employee name, EMP name. Okay, like this you gave, and put a semicolon here. This is a customized query. You can write any number of lines. This is one of the query I have written inside this stored procedure. I'll simply say end. And put a, I think end will be enough. I think so. So here you can also see this in the mind map. End we have to write. After that, to end this, to complete this stored procedure, I have to type double forward slash, that is delimiter. Okay, delimiter will stop this stored procedure. Okay, that is the ending of the stored procedure. It will take. Press enter. The stored procedure got created, guys. Stored procedure got created. Okay, the stored procedure got successfully created. Now what I have to do is I have to go to this Eclipse IDE. Okay, in one of the Java programs project, in one of the package, create a new package, new class, sorry, with the name call JDBC, call stored procedure using JDBC. Okay, JDBC program. Like that, you can write give any class name with main method you create. Click on finish. Now I need to first connect to the database. Okay, in order to run this stored procedure, which has a customized query inside that. Okay, in order to call that from the using the JDBC, right? I have to make the connection to the database using the JDBC concept. First, I'll say string URL of the database that I want to connect via this JDBC program. Here, give that JDBC colon name of the DBMS software, that is MySQL colon double forward slash. Then I have to give the IP address in which this MySQL DBMS software is running. Okay, localhost colon, what is the port number where that is running? What is the port number where this MySQL DBMS software is running? 3306. 3306. Under that database name, what is the database name? Database name is, under that database name is what? DB1 is the database name that I want to connect. DB1 is the database name I want to connect. Okay. So I'll simply give DB1. Okay, put a semicolon here. I will also give the username here. Username is root race. Root is a username. And password also I would like to give string password. Password is equal to, password is also root. Now, if I want to connect to the database, have to initialize the driver here. Okay. Initialize the driver, go to the Maven dependencies and go to this MySQL. Okay. And expand that. Okay, this library you already added here, guys. If you go to the pom.xml file, right, you have to add the dependency tags here to get this MySQL related stuff. Okay. So here, what you have added here, MySQL connector J, you have added already. This particular dependency won't come by default in your project. Make sure that in the pom.xml file of this Maven Java project, you add this dependency tags. Then you'll get all these libraries under the Maven dependencies. You'll get this particular jar file. Under that jar file, go to a location where you will find something like com.mysql. Let's go there to one of the location. I think that is, let me find it out here. Go to that location where you can find that com.mysql.cj.jdbc, cj.jdbc. Under that cj.j, this one, okay? com.mysql.cj.jdbc, you will find a driver class. This one I have to initialize, okay? I have to initialize this driver class. So how to initialize this driver class? Class dot for name. You have to call this method. And in this for name, you give all the package details from where this driver class is available in this project. It is available under the give the package name com.mysql.cj.jdbc.driver usage. You have to initialize this driver like this, okay? Now hover the mouse on this and ignore this exception. In real time, you can use try catch block, that's okay. After this particular thing is done, after you initialize this particular driver, then you can connect to the database using driver manager dot get connection, and you take this one, get connection of string. This URL you pass it here, this username, that is a root username, and root password you pass it here, put a semicolon here, and ignore this checked exception there, and this get connection will return you an object of the get connection will return you an object of the connection class in JDBC. This is all JDBC, guys. Okay, connection is equal to, in one of the previous questions for one of the interview questions, right, already covered all these concepts, guys, how to connect to the database and all those stuff. So I'm directly focusing on the stored procedure in this session. Okay, hover the mouse on this connection and import this connection from java.sql library. Okay, JDBC. Okay, simple. And use this connection to call the stored procedure. Okay, that is there's a method, guys, known as, what is that method? We have to call that as prepare call. Connection.prepare call is the method. Okay, to call the stored procedure, we have to say connection.prepare call. And in this prepare call, put a semicolon here and provide double quotes here. So in the prepare call, you have to pass this case. Okay, in the prepare call, you have to pass this, the name of the stored procedure and the number of input and output. Input is a question mark, output is a question mark here, and say call here. Okay, that's how you have to write, guys. Just go here and just see here. Clearly, you can see that in the double quotes, curly braces you provide. Inside that curly braces you provide, and in that curly braces, write down call, name of the stored procedure. What is the name of the stored procedure that you have created here? Get location is the name of the stored procedure. It has input and output, question mark you can write. Okay, that's okay. The get location. In the get location, like circular brackets you give, question mark, comma, question mark you give. Okay, prepare call. That's it. Okay, that's what you have to do here, guys. Okay, this prepare call will return you an object of the callable statement. Callable statement. CS is equal to like this, I'll write. Over the mouse on this callable statement and import this from from where we have done java.sql. Okay. After importing that, CS dot execute command you have to call. Okay, once you say execute command, it will run this, it will call this stored procedure, and in the stored procedure, what is there? This customized select statement of the SQL is there, that will be running, and what it will get you as an output, what will be retrieved? Location of this employee location. Okay, location of this particular, for example, if you pass before this, right, before we have to do few more things, guys. Before this we have to do few more things. Okay, before executing this particular statement, right, we have to set what you want, what is the input you want to pass, what is output. Okay, because stored procedure is, right, input you have to pass, output you have to pass. Okay, output type you have to mention. For that, before running this execute command, write down cs dot set string. Okay, the parameter, the first parameter here we have, whatever here is of in the stored procedure, it is of string type. So I am saying string type, that's the reason. Other, if it is of int type, right, I will say set int. Okay, here I'll say one, first parameter, what is the key name I have to pass, what is the key name, what is input you want to pass, what is the employee name you want to pass to this, so that this query will run, and it will retrieve the location of that particular employee. It should pass the, let's say, Praveen. Okay, would like to pass the name as Praveen, so that it should output us this select statement or of this stored procedure should return us the location of this Praveen, that is Calcutta should be returned. Okay, I'll just give Praveen here. Praveen, I'll just give Praveen here. After you give Praveen here, okay, after you give Praveen here, just confirm here, then one more thing, this callable statement dot output. Okay, there is something like output kind of thing will be there, guys. Register output parameter, register output parameter, and here in the register output parameter, you give the parameter index as 2. Okay, second position one is this one. Okay, here the second one, right? The second parameter is 2, and here what it should return, and here register output, and the type of this particular output parameter we have to write. To write the type of the parameter, we have to write java dot SQL dot java dot SQL type or something, SQL type dot, then or else types, actually, sorry, this is not SQL type, this is types, guys, that's a mistake. Types dot, what is the type? It's a, which type it is? Varchar type. Okay, type say varchar. Okay, varchar type it has to return. Once that is done, once you set the input type, with the value that you want to input, and set the output type of data, this register output, okay, and then execute the script. Here execute script will return you the Boolean value, that's not required. Simply say string whatever the location you want to get. Okay, employee location is equal to the statement, that is cs dot, you see what is the output that you will get generally in the string format you will get. Okay, get string you say, and here give the parameter number, output type parameter, that is 2. Okay, then it will get you the employee location by running that stored procedure. Okay, now say system.out.println, simply write down employee location, and using this JDBC program, whether we are able to call the stored procedure, and in the stored procedure there is a SQL query. For that SQL query, whether the Praveen is going as an input, and the output is coming in the string format, that is employee location is of the Praveen is coming as an output. Okay, all this, to run all the statement commands, right? Execute command, register output parameter, set string, get string. Okay, prepare call. For that JDB is required, we have done. We have connected to the database. We have, now these are the lines we have to write to call the stored procedure and get the output here. The stored procedure will return you some return type. Okay, that return type, we have set the type of the return type here, and that using the get string we can get the return type value here, and we can print it out. And if this database management system is running, while it is running, and once you connect it to the database here, and once the stored procedure is really here, the stored procedure is not created here, this is not going to happen, guys. You have to create it in a proper way, as I have shown you here. Okay, now run this code and see whether it is retrieving the location of this Praveen. Praveen is going as an input to this get location stored procedure, and output is coming as the location of the Praveen in string format. Let's see whether the location of the Praveen of that in that employees table is coming and printed in the output without any errors or not. I've run the code. You see, Calcutta has come. Yes, that's correct. Okay. Praveen is the input and Calcutta is the output. Because of the stored procedure, we are able to call the stored procedure using this JDBC Java program. So hope guys, with practical demonstration, you got the answer for this question. That is how to write a Java program to demonstrate running a stored procedure using JDBC. And in the stored procedure, there is a customized query there that is running and giving us the output. Okay, that output that is written by the stored procedure, we are printing in the output console. Okay, so this is the program you have to write, guys. All these notes are provided here. You see in this also step-by-step format is there. Okay, also watch the previous sessions of this MySQL related previous interview questions before you come directly to this answer for this particular question, because you will get to know the how to connect to the database, more basics of the connection to the database, and running the queries and all you will know in advance before you run a stored procedure using the JDBC Java program. So guys, that's all for this session. So hope guys you got the answer for this question with practical demonstration. So that's all for this session. See you in the next session. Thank you. Bye bye. Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I'm going to answer one of the Java interview questions. That is, what is the use of specifying static keyword in the main method in Java programs? Let me answer this question with practical demonstration. First of all, I'll show you how to create a main method in Java programs. For that, I'll switch to Eclipse IDE in one of the project, in one of the package. I'll create a new class. I'll just create a new class. I'll just name this class as class 1. Okay, just give some random name. Okay, you can give any random name. I'm just giving the random name like class 1. Click on finish. And inside this class, I'm going to create the main method. How do we have to create the main method? Like this: public static void main, here string of args, starting of the main method, ending of the main method. This is how the main method looks like in the Java programs, right? This is how the main method looks like. As you can see, when you are creating the main method, we have to specify the static keyword. Okay, static keyword is must. So if I right click here, when the static keyword is there, when the main method code is looking something like this inside the class, if I run as, you see, I'm getting an option to run the program. But what if I remove the static keyword here and right click here, run as, you will not get the option to run the programs. Okay. So static keyword is compulsory here. Okay. In the main method, we compulsory specify, we mandatorily specify the static keyword. But what is the use of specifying the static keyword inside the main method or in the declaration of the main method? I'm going to cover in this session. Okay, first I wanted to show you how the main method looks like and how the static keyword will be there in the main method. First, I wanted to show you. So I took you to that Eclipse IDE and showed you how to create the main method inside any class in Java programs and how that main method has a static keyword. Okay, now we have to understand what is the use of specifying the static keyword in main methods. Why in main method static keyword is actually specified? What is the need or use of that? I'm going to cover that. Before I cover this use, you have to understand that in Java programs, what is the significance of using this main method? Main method is a starting point where the program execution will start. When you run the Java programs, okay, the Java program execution, which will be done by the, okay, JVM, will be started from this main method. Okay, from the line 5, for example, in this code at the line 5 only the execution will start from. Who will start that execution? JVM will start the execution of this particular Java program from the main method. Main method is the starting point where the program execution will start in the Java programs. Main method serves as the entry point for the Java virtual machine to start the execution of a Java program or application, whatever you say. Okay, so that basic idea you should have, guys. Okay, that basic item or knowledge you should have, that main method is a starting point from where Java programs will start the execution from, or JVM will start the execution of the Java programs from. Okay, so what is the use of doing that? What is the use of specifying the static keyword in the main method then? Okay, you see, the basic purpose of the static keyword is that if you specify the static keyword not only before a main method, before any other method in Java programs, for accessing that particular methods, we don't have to create an object. Okay, if there is a particular method inside the class and that particular method is specified with the static keyword, to call that particular method, we don't have to create an object. Static keywords belong to the class memory, and using the class name, we can access that static methods. Okay, the moment you specify the static keyword before a method, that static methods can be accessed using the class name rather than there is no need of creating a instance or object for that particular class in which that particular static method is available. So as we can call a static method without creating an object of the class, JVM can invoke the main method directly using the class name itself. Okay, directly internally, you see, JVM will start the execution of the Java programs using the main method. Okay, starting from the main method. But how internally JVM will invoke the main method? It will not create an object, guys. Okay, it will not create an object. Rather, since that particular main method is a static method, JVM will directly call the main method to start the execution of the program. Okay, using the class name internally. Okay, when you see here, when the JVM has to start the execution of the program, JVM has to call this main method. Okay, has to invoke this main method. For invoking this main method, JVM don't have to create an object because this particular main method is a static method. We cannot see that how the JVM is calling this particular thing with the help of class name and all. We cannot see that internally that will happen. Since it is static keyword, that will make the job of the JVM easy in calling this main method to start the execution of the program for which static keyword is required. Okay, that is the main use case. Okay, if anyone asks you, this is a straightforward answer for this question. What is the use of static keyword in main method? As we can call a static method without creating an object of the class, JVM can directly call this main method, okay, using the class name instead of creating the object. Instead of creating an object, okay, JVM can directly call this main method to start the execution of the program. Okay, JVM can invoke the main method directly using the class name instead of the creating an object to start the execution of the program. To start the execution of the program from main method. Okay, as we can call a static method without creating objects. Okay, JVM will use the same technology. Since main method is a static method, JVM internally you'll use the same method or technology where it will directly call the main method without creating an object by using the class name. Internally it will call to start the execution of the program from the main method. Okay, how it will happen? So if you go in depth, like how JVM will call this main method, which is a static method using the class name internally and all those stuff, right? How JVM will do that, how JVM will directly call the main method without creating an object for the static method, which is a main method. It's like JVM will load the main method into the class memory, guys, because main method when specified with the static keyword belongs to the class memory. So JVM loads, because main method is specified with static, means JVM will load this main method into the class memory. Okay, when the class is loaded, okay, in order to run the Java program, JVM has to load the class into the memory. Okay, and in that class memory, the main method will be loaded by JVM because that is a static method. It belongs to the class memory. And from that memory that is allocated for the class, right, JVM will directly invoke that main method without the need of creating the object for that particular main method. Because main method is of static, JVM will directly call the static method, okay, using the class name internally by loading into the class memory without the need for creating an object. This is how actually internally JVM does it. But the answer for this question is this part, guys. Okay, the answer for this question is this one. JVM can invoke the main method directly using the class name internally instead of creating an object. Is the reason why main method is provided with static modifier or static keyword, whatever you say. Okay, and JVM can call it directly to start the execution of the program from the main method. Okay, so with practical demonstration, I can show you that here, this is how we can create the main method. Inside this main method, you can write some code, whatever the sample code you want to write. Inside main method, I'll write here. If the main method gets executed, right? So when I run this code, right click run as, if the main method is having the static modifier here, then only we'll be able to right click run as Java application. JVM will run this program, call this main method directly without the need for creating an object for the main method, because the main method is specified with static keyword and it belongs to the class memory. JVM will load this main method into the class memory and will directly call the main method from the class memory without the need for creating an object, and the execution of the program also will start from the main method because of these reasons. Okay, you see the program got printed properly. Okay, if you remove the static keyword, you cannot run this program with the help of Java, guys. Okay, Java application option will not come. So syntax wise also I clearly explained. So hope, guys, you got the answer for this question with practical demonstration. So that's all for this session. Thank you. Bye bye. Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I'm going to answer one of the Java interview questions. That is, can a class without main method gets successful compilation? Yes or no? The answer is yes. Though we cannot run the Java code containing a class without any main method, though we cannot run it without the main method. Java code cannot be run without the main method, but we can compile it. Okay, we can successfully compile it. So the answer for this particular question is yes. Let me practically demonstrate. Okay, we cannot run, but we can successfully compile the Java code which doesn't contain the main method. It's not compulsory for a Java code containing a class. It should contain a main method. Okay, without main method also we can compile the Java code, but we cannot run the Java code. To prove that we can successfully compile, though we cannot run it without the main method in the Java code. To prove that, I'll go with this practical demonstration. For that, I'll open this Notepad, which is a software which comes by default in your machine, Windows machine. Here I'll create a Java class, public class, name of the class, let's say sample Arun. Okay, I'll just give this sample Arun as the name of the class. And you see, this is the starting of the class, this is the ending of the class. This particular class doesn't contain any main method. I'll save this, save as at some location in my machine. I'll go and save this file. Let's say I'll go to the downloads folder. In one of the downloads folder, in this interview questions folder, I'll just name this, I'll just save this. Okay, the name of the file should be the same as the name of the class. That is sample arun.java. Extension is .java. And here I'll simply say all files and click on save button. You see, this particular file has been saved into my machine at that given location as a Java file with this particular code. Okay, let me go to the location where the Java file has been saved in my machine. I'll go to the downloads folder, and in the downloads folder there is a folder, another folder. You can go and create anywhere, guys. This Java file you can create anywhere. You see, sample Arun is a other files I'll delete here. Okay, only sample Arun I'll keep. Sample Arun.java. What code it contains you already know, right? Only the class it will contain. Only the class code is there. Okay, public class. Name of the class is sample Arun is there, and inside the class we don't have any methods, main method, etc. Okay, I'll close this. I would like to run this Java. Can I run this Java file? No, I cannot run it. But can I successfully compile it? Yes, because main method is not there. Even though main method is not there, we can successfully compile. To prove you that we can successfully compile this Java file, just type cmd here at the location where this, at the path location where this sample arun.java file is available. Okay, the cmd command prompt will launch. Okay, when you type cmd in this path, and the command prompt will launch at the location where this file is available. And here, to compile this sample arun.java code, I have to use a command known as javac command. Javac space, give the name, that is sample arun.java. Extension also you have to give. Javac means Java compiler. You are going to compile it. Okay, if you are not getting any error, means it has been successfully compiled. After compiling, right, a .class file will be created here. Only Java file is there. Now you'll get a .class file. Press enter here. You see, along with the Java file, after you see compilation error has not come, just blank line has come. That's okay. And after compilation, you see sample arun.class file has been created. That means that the compilation of this particular Java file containing the Java code without the main method is successfully compiled. So the answer is yes for this question. Okay, but we cannot run it, guys. If you try to run it using another command, let's say I'll try to run the same file with the Java method, Java command we have to use for running this particular file. So I have to give the name of the file, sample Arun. Okay, sample Arun, which is a class name. Okay, to run this, I'll give Java sample Arun. When I press enter, it will simply say that main method is not there. You see, main method not found in the class sample Arun. Please define the main method as public static void main. Then only you'll be able to run this code. It is saying to run, we need the main method, but to compile, main method is not required. That's the reason the answer for this particular question is yes. Without having the main method, we can compile the Java code, but we cannot run it. Okay, we can successfully compile the Java code, but we cannot run it. Okay, so with practical demonstration, I answered this question for you. So that's all for this session. Thank you. Bye bye. Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I'm going to answer one of the Java interview questions. That is, can we create private access modifier inside an interface? The answer is yes, if it is Java 9 and above versions. Okay, from Java 9 version onwards, in Java, it is possible to create private access modifier specified methods. Okay, inside an interface, you can create private access modifier specified methods. Okay, the previous versions of Java, that is below the Java 9 version, that is Java 8, Java 7, Java 6, whatever the versions if you are using, in that versions, okay, this private access modifier cannot be specified for the methods inside an interface. So the answer is yes from Java 9 onwards, and the answer is no from the below versions of Java 9, that is Java 8, etc. Okay, which are the versions of Java which are lesser than Java 9, it is not possible to create or specify private access modifier inside the interfaces. Okay, only from Java 9 onwards, it is possible in Java. So let me practically demonstrate this and prove you that how we can specify the private access modifier inside an interface from Java 9 onwards. Okay, so here let's go to this Eclipse IDE again and see what is there here. Let me go to the properties. I'll right click on this project and select properties. I'll go to the Java compiler. Here it is currently set to 9 version. I'll just use this use compliance from execution environment 1.8 is there. I'm just setting it to 1.8 and say apply and close. That means currently this particular Java project is using Java 8. Okay, assume that it's using Java 8 now. JRE system library Java 8 is there now. Okay, now in this kind of situation, I'll try to create an interface and show you that you cannot specify private access modifier inside an interface. Okay, just create an interface here. Just name this interface with some random name. Let's say interface 1. Click on finish. Interface will be created. Inside the interface, can you specify? Can you create private modifier specified methods? Okay, let's try that. Private void sample 1. If I try to create a method with the name sample1 and I specified this private access modifier before this method inside an interface, I did that. You see, already I'm getting an error saying illegal modifier for the interface method sample1, only public abstract default static are permitted. Okay, so this is not possible, guys. It's not possible for us to specify private access modifier before methods inside an interface. Okay, here I'll write inside sample 1, inside private method 1 I'll say. Okay, inside private method 1 I'll say. This is not possible in Java to create a private methods inside an interface. Private modifier cannot be specified inside the interface. Okay, if the version of Java is less than 9, I told you, right? The answer is no if the version is less than 9. If the Java version that we are using in the Java project is less than 9, it's not possible for us to create a private method inside an interface, or it's not possible to use this private modifier, access modifier inside an interface, because the current version of the Java I'm using is 1.8, which is less than 9. But what if I change this? If I uncheck this one and change this one, if I go with at least minimum version 9, from 9th version onwards in Java, from 9th version in Java, you see error is gone, guys. Okay, error is gone. You can create private methods. How to call these methods? Inside this interface, we can create some default and static methods. You can call this private method with the help of default method. Default void. I'll simply say sample1. Okay, and here I can call this method case. Okay, from this default method can call this private method. This is only possible. This private modifier can be specified before the methods that is inside the interface only from the Java 9 version onwards. In the previous versions of Java, that is Java 8, Java 7, it's not possible for us to create these private methods. Okay, to call these private methods in the latest versions of Java starting from Java 9, okay, we have to use this default method, okay, from where you can call this private methods. And also, what if this private method is of static type? What if I create a private method like this, private static void sample2? If I create a static private method, and here I'll write down inside private method 2, then is it possible to create private static method? Yes, it's possible to specify the private modifier for the methods starting from Java 9 version onwards. So it is still possible to create static methods, whether that particular method, private method, is a non-static method or static method, we can create. But how to call the static method, private static method? For that we'll create static void sample2. Okay, inside the interface you can implement some methods like default and static methods, and from this static method you can call this static private method. Okay, static private method, private static method or static private method. You see, you are able to call this methods also. Okay. So simple answer here. With this practical demonstration, you can clearly understand that inside an interface, is it possible for us to use or specify the private access modifier? Yes, we can specify the private access modifier before the methods. Only from the Java 9 version onwards, it is possible, guys. From the previous versions of Java 9, like Java 8, Java 7, it is not possible. Okay. Just we have to make sure that right click on the project, go to properties, and make sure that the version of the Java compiler here is set to minimum 9 version. Okay, if it is 8 or 7 or 6, right, it will not be possible. Minimum, you see, if I say 8, right, error will come again. You see, errors will come again. You see, Java 8 means errors will come again. Okay, errors are coming. You cannot create this illegal modifier. It will say, Java will say illegal modifier. So I have to change this version of the Java to latest version starting from Java 9 onwards. Okay, Java 9 or above. Just try to use any version starting from Java 9 and above. The errors will not come. You can simply specify the private modifier before the methods or inside the interface. Okay, the answer for this question is yes. If the particular Java version that you are using is Java 9 on Java 9 onwards, it is possible. You have to simply answer. Okay, with practical demonstration, I've answered this question for you. So that's all for this session. Thank you. Bye bye.